Hello everyone, and welcome to my Dungeoneering guide. This will be my Dungeoneering Puzzles Guide Part 2. Dungeoneering is filled with many different puzzles that you'll have to complete in order to finish the dungeon. You'll need various skills and tactics in order to do this. Some of these puzzles can have requirements of over 99, but only bonus rooms will have this requirement, and these bonus rooms aren't required to finish the dungeon. Turn annotations on and skip to one of these puzzles if you only need one in particular. If the puzzle you're looking for wasn't on this list, click this annotation for part 1 of this guide. The Ghosts room is very similar to a regular Guardian room, except that the monsters here are only ghosts, and you may see a spirit flying around the room. Only the ghost with this spirit inside of it will be damaged relatively easily. You can still damage the ghosts that don't have the spirit inside, but it's really difficult, and they're almost impossible really to kill effectively, and so you just should all focus your attacks on the one with the spirit inside. But once you kill all the ghosts, you'll be able to proceed. The Icy Pressure Pads room involves sliding along the ice and making your way along the puzzle towards all of the pressure pads. You'll have to do a little bit of forward thinking with this to get all the pads effectively. It shouldn't be too difficult though, this is quite easy to do really. The Levers room involves one or all of your team members pressing all these switches within the amount of time. In larger groups you'll have only a couple seconds to press them all, so you'll all have to do it relatively at the same time, whereas when you're doing it alone you get much more time. The Lodestone puzzle room is a little bit difficult. To do this you should place a gate stone at the start so you can quickly teleport out if things go awry. Once you've done this, start at one of the bottom corners and then make your way completely across the bottom, and then make your way 2 steps forward. If you stumble, make your way back off the map and start again. Continue doing this until you make it. If you don't, if you stumble at the wrong time, the orb can get you and teleport you back to the start and also hit you. But once you make it across, unlock the lodestone and then use your gatestone teleport to get easily back out. The magical construct can be done quite easily. Grab a chisel and then grab one of the magic rocks. Figure out which body part that the magical construct is missing and then make that. Once you've done this, imbue that body part. Once you've done that, you can repair the construct. Once it's repaired, charge it, and then it will start opening all the doors in the room. And that's how you do the magical construct room. To do the maze room, to start the maze you'll have to pull the switch. This will start the timer, and you have to make it towards the middle of the maze. Otherwise it will start leaking poison, or not poison, toxic gas, which will damage anyone in this room. To make your way to the middle you have to pass through the barriers. There are things that will block your path so that you can't use that particular route, but there is always a correct way to get to the middle of the maze, and you'll have to just familiarize yourself with all of these different mazes. But anyway, once you make it towards the middle, to turn the timer off you have to open the lock chest, which will also give you loot as well. The monolith puzzle room requires you to charge the monolith. While the monolith is charging, some shades will start attacking the monolith. If you attack the shades, they'll redirect their attack towards you, and the monolith can keep charging. If you're in groups, this can be a little bit difficult because the shades can be really high level, and many at a time, so just be a little bit cautious of this one. It's a little bit of a difficult puzzle. To do the pond skater puzzle, you'll have to fish the key from one of the pond skaters in the pool. To do this properly, you should watch the pond skaters as they congregate in the middle of the pool. One of these pond skaters will not sit still and start moving around. This will be the pond skater that you should go after for the key, because this one will have the key in it. I didn't actually see this one, I got a little bit lucky, but that's what you should do. To do the sarcophagus puzzle, you'll have to read the sarcophagus to start with. This will show you which herb you should use for the sarcophagus. Once you've done this, grab 4 of these herbs. Once you've grabbed 4 of these, consecrate the herbs, which is basically cleaning the herbs. Once you've consecrated the herbs, put these in the censers next to the sarcophagus. Once you've put the herbs in these, light them all. And once you've done this, the ghost should go into the sarcophagus. And to open the room, you'll have to open the sarcophagus. The Seeker Sentinel is a pretty interesting puzzle. It doesn't really require you to do anything. It just you have to watch out so you don't get damaged. In the middle of the room there is the Seeker Sentinel, which will rotate. If you get spotted by this, you'll be damaged and placed randomly in the room. There's also the Seeker Spawn, which you can knock out if you sneak up behind them to get past them. To do the Sleeping Brutes room, you should turn Run off for this one. You'll notice some trash piles around the room, and you'll see some tiles within these trash piles. There will always be a path through the trash pile that will involve you not walking over one of the tiles. If you walk over one of these tiles, you will wake up all the guards in the room, and some people find it easier to just kill all the guards rather than trying to pickpocket them all. But it is quicker to pickpocket them, in my experience. If you happen to come across a sliding statues room, you'll notice that half of the statues can't be moved. The ones that can be moved will have to be moved so that they match the ones that can't be moved. For instance, I'll show here. I've had to move these statues to match the other side of the room. And once you've done this, continue on with the second set. And then once you've matched them all completely, the door will open. You'll notice that there's 2 statues for each set. There's the light and the dark statues, and each of these will have to match the corresponding light and dark statues of the other half of the set. The sliding tiles puzzle is pretty easy. Make your way towards the south of the room so you can easily see the whole puzzle. You notice this is similar to a clue scroll puzzle, but it's really easy. You only have to move each of the puzzle pieces once. As shown here, it will end up making the Demonheim symbol. The Suspicious Grooves puzzle room is relatively simple, but it's pretty much based on luck. You have to make your way forward past the Suspicious Grooves until you happen to pick the right grooves. If you pick the wrong one, you'll trigger the trap and deal yourself some damage, but it's basically trial and error with this one. Walking the tightrope is pretty simple. You just have to grab a hook head as well as some meat corn, which is basically rope. Once you've done this, smith the grapple hook and then spin the rope. Tie the rope to the grapple hook, and that will make the grapple. And then once you've done that, you can set up the grapple, which will create the tightrope. In the tile flipping puzzle room, you'll have to flip all the tiles so that all the tiles are the same color, either yellow or green. To flip these tiles, you'll either have to imbue the tiles, which will change the tile you click as well as all surrounding tiles, change all their colors, or you can force a tile, which will damage yourself, but you'll only change the tile that you pick.